Now we start with 1 hour chart. Just want to give a quick update. All right. If we refer to our analysis, even in my last video, we mentioned that we have been looking for buy with this too, and we get the, I mean, when the price was here, we mentioned anyone is in the buy, they should move their stop loss to break even or take out the trade because the way it's moving is a corrective. Now we remove everything. And what we mentioned, every time the price break the previous top, reverse. This one didn't reverse, and the price, we get the down move again. The way it's moving is really corrective. And now we had this sharp move, whether this is a correction for continuation or not. Or as we can see the price break this one, can we expect this is the correction for one more drop? Because we explained maybe this one can tend to one more drop similar to this for next move. But as we can see, we get this this sharp move. Now we want to see how we can trade it. Maybe start with daily chart. Actually, based on 1 hour chart, there's no much changes in compared to our analysis. But later, again, we look from the daily to 1 hour chart for those. This is the first time they watching the video. All right. As we can see, based on daily chart, we get the down move, and this is the what we get. Actually, now we want to see whether this one can continue to break the top or not. Okay. And as we can see, today we get this sharp. The price move quite sharp, but halfway reverse. Okay. Now we want to see. Based on daily chart, we don't have any things, and the only thing is whether there is a continuation or still we can expect the price to drop. And if we move to forward chart, as we mentioned in my last video, when we put the line here, we mentioned the way this one is moving is very corrective. And as we can see, the price broke the top. Now we want to see how we can trade, whether this is a based on lower time frame correction for the next move to break out the 1.6 or not. Okay, as I explained, even right now, based on 1 hour chart, what we have here, still we can expect the price to get this running flat. This is the first thing for continuation. Okay, that means if this one is still, we can expect every time the price move, retest this trend line. And now if we get, for example, if this one turn to a deeper correction, I put this, I put this one in relative to this for next move. This is the things is like can give us better trade, better confirmation. But the only things is, how about if this is the only correction? Whether we can get the trade set up with the continuation or not, because right now the price is almost 1.37. We want to see whether the price can break 1.6 or not. Okay, even we explain this one can continue as a corrective without giving us a down move. All right, now if we move to 1 hour chart, this is what we just now we were talking about. May I put like this one here? Again, this line is just indicative. It just doesn't show us any, it's not, we don't use this trend line for trading, just for our information. And sometimes we can get we can see how the price, even we have a corrective, how this one is moving. Okay, now the thing says, what I want to say is that if you want to look for buy, now the thing is whether this is the only correction and the price can continue, or still we can expect the price to drop one more similar to what we have here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, can this one turn? We don't need to turn to 1, 2, 3. At least this one turn to a deeper correction, because we want to put this one to each other as a running flat for continuation. Because if we put this one as a 1, 2, 3 in terms of the length and time, we cannot put with any of this. And as we can see, this one break the previous stop. Whenever we're talking about the previous stop, we're putting in relative to this. That's why still maybe we can get one move down, deeper correction, even similar to what we have here. If we get any buy setup, we will be more interested. It can give us better confirmation rather than buying from here, because we get this sharp move, but the way is correcting, we cannot get really good trade setup, because easily this one can turn to a correction for one more drop. Because as we can see, this one almost broke this one, and these two broke this high. That means what we are looking for, the price for the breakout of this top. Okay, that's why now maybe we can expect this one to a correction for one more drop. If we get the next buy, we will be more interested. Again, when the price drop, we cannot buy. We need to see the reversal. Okay, that's why I mentioned this line is just indicative. It doesn't mean if the price drop, we test this trend line, I mean, like take the trend line, not the retest. We cannot simply just look for buy. We need to see the reversal. Okay. And now what I want to say is that we don't have any trade setup from what we see here. Even if we move to 15 minute, even if the price continue, I don't think we can trade it, because from what we see here, easily this one can turn to a correction for one more drop in relative to this. And if you can see this one, we put in relative to this, we have a divergence. But this divergence is only for 15 minutes. If we want to consider this one sharp move with a correction for one move up to retest this high, okay, then we can expect the price to drop one more, at least one more, or become a deeper correction. Maybe you can have entry above this. And what we want, the price break and continue sharply. But why right now what we have it, if we get one move down, maybe we can trade it, or we don't need to trade, we just wait for one more drop, then we finish this, any reversal we look for buy. And if the price continue from here, I don't think we can look for buy, because the way this one is forming is not really good. Can we put this one in relative to each other and this is the start of that move? Yeah, we can look for that, but how we want to trade here? Do you want to consider this one as a flag? It can be, but right now almost the price is at the top. Do you want to jump into this trade? I don't suggest it. Okay. Anyway, we move to 1 hour chart. Mostly we expect that what we are more interested, the price for continuation, but we cannot get any good trade setup unless we get one more drop. Then maybe consider this is what we have here. Also, we get at least 1, 2, 3. Any reversal, we will look for buy. By the way, we just follow the chart, and if I see any update or trade setup, I will share. But right now, what we have, we don't have a really good trade setup. Even the price continue, we cannot buy it unless we see some changes here. Anyway, we just follow. If I see any update, I will share. Thanks.